definitely, so I read something that like made it impossible for me to scroll past and ignore it. Whenever I feel like that, I know I have to just speak my piece, get it out, and let it go. Yeah, I came across this post today, this account that I follow on Instagram. And you know, sometimes you, as you're clearing your follow count or whatever, and you're kind of like, you know, doing spring cleaning on your social media, you forget the types of accounts that you interacted with at certain stages in your journey, your life. And this is one of those accounts that I followed back when I was heavily into trying to understand the twin flame dynamic. Now, there are several different angles I could approach this from. I'm probably gonna have to sit down and do an actual whole entire video about this topic. As you can see, I'm driving, but I feel like I have to get my thoughts out because I'm very troubled by the idea of someone charging money to tell people that they're not crazy. You know, and I'm not saying that if you believe in twin flames, you're crazy. Not at all. Real quick and short blurb about me. I was absolutely caught up in the phenomenon that is twin flames. I do believe it is a real thing. I do believe, you know, from a spiritual perspective, these people exist. I'm one of them. That's a whole other topic, and maybe I'll do another video just kind of starting off explaining that. But this is not me saying they're not real. But what I don't appreciate and what I don't like is people capitalizing off of this concept and insinuating that union with this person that you think is your twin is the absolute end all be all of the journey. You know, people that promote this belief that you have to be with this person, this is your person, union is coming, union is inevitable, all this stuff about union. I was gonna curse. All this stuff about union, which, if I don't know if you've been following this YouTube channel since I started it, and I know I haven't loaded much content lately, it's just been very busy for me personally. But when I first started this channel, I actually named it Union, Gateway to Union Within. And I purposely did that because I believe that the ultimate union is with self, with one, with source, you know, God within you. And so it's important to really understand the difference between, you know, a twin flame dynamic or relationship and relationship with self. So I do want to break that down. I feel like it's time, because there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of misleading people out here that I don't know, they just, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I do not ever want to see someone taken advantage of, whether it be through tarot card readings or, you know, whatever the modalities that people use nowadays to promote their businesses. And this is not even me knocking people in their businesses, but if you're going to do something, do it with integrity. And one thing I can tell you as an intuitive person, someone who is gifted and guided by the divine, 100% confident in my gifts, I can tell you, when I read this thing today, it screamed of like a lack of integrity. It screamed, you know, I'm charged, like, so for example, this person that I'm referencing, I purposely left their name out of the conversation, right? But they're charging $66 an hour. And what the advertisement said was, has your therapist told you you're crazy? Friends and family don't understand you. I'm here to coach you. To coach you to do what? You know, on the rest of the page, there's information about union being inevitable and why union is the final stage. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? There's just too much capitalization on this dynamic for money, and it disgusts me. If you notice, I haven't even offered personal readings in forever. I may do one here or there for people that I know really kind of, they're struggling and they need that guidance in other areas, you know. And if something regarding a soulmate or, you know, whatever type of connection they're questioning, if it happens to come up, I don't mind speaking to it and talking about it. But what I'm not going to do is support someone being unaware that they're in a codependent pattern of behavior based on this dynamic that they have with what to me honestly is a toxic person. A lot of these connections that we think are divine in nature are karmic in nature, although I will say all of our interactions and connections are karmic in nature because we're clearing certain things, you know. So, you know, it's little to do with the divine masculine and divine feminine and the karmic. Like, that shit is dead. Like, can we stop doing that shit to people? I don't care what anyone thinks of what I have to say about it, because I've been through it. I've been through the worst of that. So when I talk to you guys about this, I know what I'm talking about. I'm on the other side of it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do a more organized video, but I just had to get that out. Like, if you're out here taking advantage of people, like, please stop, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that in ways you don't want to. It's not okay. So let's stop misleading people and pulling cards and shit about stuff that you know doesn't make any type of sense. Let's not do that anymore.